Hey guys, Dylan here, doing something a little bit different for today's Misinformed Gamer episode, as well as just giving you guys a little bit of an update on what's been going on lately. I know the channel's been kind of bare and there hasn't been any kind of content or any kind of update within the last month or so, what's going on, what's happening? As far as things on my end goes, I've been running into nothing but technical difficulties in the realm of filming, and believe me, it's infuriating to say the least. But you know, it's I'm getting through it, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to get it all resolved within the next week or two, and then I can kind of sit down and focus some more time on making videos for you guys. So while I don't have any new content per se to show you today, I do have an episode that was unaired from quite a while ago that I would like to show you. This episode was originally intended to be aired on the Time Wasters channel. Now, if you don't know what that is a Let's Play channel that I was a part of. I'm not anymore, but the Misinformed Gamer episodes were segments. Or it was a segment on that show. If you want to check it out for any reason, you can do it. It's right there. Just click on that. The channel's dead, but if you want to poke around, have at it. So this episode is something I started working on in my own free time, and just never got around to finishing. I can definitely say it's not going to ever be finished, at least in the state that it's in right now. So I figured I might as well just show it to you guys. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy Misinformed Gamer on the Sega Genesis.
Plug and play games. Games that'll plug right into your TV, and then you can play them. Yeah. Apparently, these were pretty neat, as they were already packaged with games inside them. Wow, that's really cool. I don't need to go out and spend more money on more games? Count me in. It was all there. Power Rangers, Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, there was like a fucking million bajillion of them. There was one for everything. However, when you realize that these things only come packaged with one, maybe sometimes two games, you figure out what a waste of money they are.
And sure, Pac-Man is a classic, but you can only play that for so long. Bottom line, these things kinda sucked ass. They were usually the gifts you'd find under the tree at Christmas or on your birthday as a kid in place of what you'd rather be getting, like an actual game system. So why am I telling you all this about plug-and-play games? Well, allow me to introduce you to the Sega Genesis, I guess. I mean, that's definitely what this is. It's a Sega Genesis, no doubt. But it's so small and compact. Like, here's a regular Genesis, well, Model 2. And then here's this. Look at the size difference between them. So, just what exactly the fuck is this? Well, it's a plug-and-play game.
So here we have the Genesis. You got the system, 2 controllers, and good lord, 60 built-in games. Holy crap. Okay, let's do the math here. If you paid about $40 for this, and it comes with 60 games, that's about, we'll say 66 cents per game. Holy shit, what a deal.
The only other way I can think about getting so many games for so little is to go onto the interwebs and download them, and then play them off of an emulator. But that's technically illegal, if you don't own the game. And besides, who would even consider doing such a thing? Now, I'm only going to be taking a quick look at all the games here because there's so much shit to cover. In fact, with so much content, how can you go wrong? I've got a good feeling about this already. So enough dicking around. Let's set this up and get to playing.
For what it's worth, it's nice that this thing uses simple composite cables. No RF switch here. I really hate trying to connect those things to a back of a TV. Mainly because the TV always seems to have an indent where it goes and I can't get my fingers in there to turn it. And then, if you've got a faulty adapter, it's common for it to just not work at all. Or if it does, the TV's all fucked up and everything keeps bouncing around. No, you can tell that thing to go fuck itself. Seriously, just take one end, put it in the other, and yeah, it's fucking itself. So you turn it on, and the first thing you see is a screen with all the games arranged in alphabetical order with a picture of it to the right. That's kinda nice. First up, Alex the Kid.
Oh, kid with 2 Ds. Cute.
Well, this kid is one major badass. He just straight up punches cars into next week. Yeah! Fuck you, car! So you have a minigame right off the bat to get some money. Beat me at the game and I'll give you a gift. Bet $50? Sure, I would like to try that. Will you bet your life? What? My life? Holy hell, I don't want to lose my life over $50. But whatever, if this kid can take on cars, I bet he can beat this ape-man gorilla thing. Also, what's with the audience? Why are they just a bunch of animals? Who knows. The minigame is just Junk and Po, or rock, paper, scissors. As for the actual game, it's a pretty basic 2D side-scroller. Except you deck the shit out of everything with your fucking fists! See a car? Punch it! Need to open a chest? Just fucking punch it! See that prairie dog? Bam! Tell it to get the fuck out of here! Blue balls? Yeah, you guessed it. Just give them the old 1-2. No one ever liked blue balls anyway. All I've gathered is that you go from one end of the stage to the other to get the rice ball at the end. I guess this kid just wants his food. So moral of this game, don't fuck with a 12-year-old who hasn't had lunch yet. As you progress, there's an underwater level, which is frustrating to say the least. But hey, let's move on to the next game here. Alien Storm. Watch out, I bet there's a storm of aliens to kill. You can select one of 3 characters, some woman in yellow spandex, a space-age robot, or Duke Nukem wielding a proton pack. I think the choice is obvious. Mission 1, save the people, do the thing, whatever, just let me blast the living hell out of some alien scum! Shooting electricity, firing rocket tube gun things, finishing them off with your handgun, rolling into shit! Oh yeah, this is where it's at. And that music. Classic Genesis 16-bit. Harsh and edgy. I call it 16-grit music. My one complaint about the game is one that I have with any other side-scrolling beat-em-up. I can't figure out the controls, I'm just mashing buttons, usually 1, sometimes 2. I think by pressing the B and C buttons together you do the jump thing, but I'm not sure. You can go inside these doors here, and the game switches to an on-rail shooter. This part is fucking awesome, because everything can be blown up, not just the bad guys. Just blow the fuck out of everything. So you beat that part, you go on to the next level. Rinse and repeat, and you got yourself a game. I'll bet a fairly standard button-mashing game, but nonetheless, one that feels satisfying. Next up, we have Altered Beast, a game considered most hardcore among its fans. And I have to agree there, because you're gonna need some hardcore skills to swim through a river of shit that is Altered Beast.
Yeah, you heard me. Altered Beast sucks the big one. But just let me explain.
Alright, so here's my beef with this game. You're too big, and you're too slow. You're such a huge target that almost everything is gonna end up hitting you. The range on your attacks is just pathetic. Even when you power up a bit, you still gotta be right in their faces to hit them. Speaking of which, how come when you power up, you lose your clothes? Shouldn't it be the opposite? Shouldn't you be getting like a bunch of armor or something? Those yellow dragon things. Fuck them. Fuck them to hell. Those things are just pure evil. I can never dodge the fuckers. They're like the Medusa heads in Castlevania or the bikes in Mach Rider. You're not getting away from them. Now, in all fairness, the arcade version of Altered Beast is much better and far superior in every aspect. But hey, that usually happens with arcade ports, right? They end up getting dumbed down on consoles. Well, it can be done correctly. Look at Turtles in Time. That's awesome! Why couldn't they do the same with this game? Altered Beast? Yeah, more like Altered Feces. This one's pretty cool. It's a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up. You play as this robot guy that turns into a spaceship, which kind of reminds me a little bit of the Guardian Legend for NES. Well, at least with turning into a ship. You gotta be on your toes, though, with this one, because one hit and you're dead. Pro tip, you want to stay as the spaceship. When you're the robot, you're just a bigger hitbox and everything's gonna kill you. It's not a bad game, but it just makes me wish I was playing R-Type. Oh yeah. That's the shit right there. Bonanza Brothers. I don't know about this one. Music is catchy enough, but it just seems weird. You play as some yellow lemonhead trying to rob what I assume to be a police station, since cops are all that I can see. Can I ask why? Why the hell would you go and rob a police station? Unless you're some mastermind criminal, it's not gonna go well. No, if you were a mastermind criminal, you wouldn't even be doing that. Well, I can't exactly say this game draws me in. You try and hide from the police in a two-dimensional plane, which really sucks because I never know what the range or line of sight is. I don't know, maybe if this was a top-down view it might work, but I wouldn't go out of my way to play this game. Skip it. Next up, we have Columns. What can I say about this one? Well, have you ever played Tetris, Dr. Mario, Yoshi's Cookie, Bejeweled? Then you've arguably played this game. You know what I mean. They're all different, sure, but you have the similar goal. You gotta match the colors, clear the rows, increase the speed, etc., etc. The music is a little monotonous, and overall it's nothing bad, but nothing spectacular either. Just your run-of-the-mill puzzle game. It's two-player though, so I guess that's kinda cool. Next. Crackdown. Yeah, we're starting to crack down on these games now. Misinformed Gamer reads the opening dialogue Wait, what? Why do I have to do that? Who wrote this shitty script, goddammit? Okay, fine, just hold on, give me a sec. Hold on. Okay. Wait. Okay, here we go. At the beginning of the 21st century, an artificial life system... I wasn't done reading. An evil leader guides them in their quest to conquer the world. The federal government has issued an order to its two special... Wow, I wish I could read it all. Their mission is to destroy the enemy facilities by using a... Using a what? Crackdown! Now this is kinda cool. The opening movie actually explains how the game works. Kind of. However, you start off by getting your ass handed to you. The classic Resident Evil 2. Figure out the controls in T-minus 2 seconds or get fucked. It's okay, because once you do kill him, you can actually play the game. Ready, Ben? I hope so. You're running around planting explosives and shooting bad guys with simulated duck and cover mechanics. I'm not a big fan of the sectioned off screens though. Why can't I just have a pause menu? What if my TV is really small? Now I have an even smaller screen to play on. Ugh, what an eyesore. This is another alright game. Like, take Total Recall and Metal Gear on Nintendo and put the two together and you get this. Except it doesn't completely suck. Yeah, Metal Gear for the Nintendo sucks balls. But really though, go play it for the MSX computer and then come back and tell me I'm wrong.
And that's that. That's as far as I ever got on it. If you're looking for any kind of resolution or final thought on it, I can definitely tell you it sucks. Final verdict, 0 out of 10. Would not buy again. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend you recommending it to someone else either. It's just a waste of time. It is highly probable that I'll go back and recover this, but you know, in a much different way, because as it is right now, it's just very, it leaves a little to be desired, you know. Like I said, another week or two, I'm thinking I'll have all these issues straightened up, and October's upon us. That means Halloween's coming up. Never know, I might just bust my ass off and do something special. Although I wouldn't hold a gun to it though. Should I do a gun outro? Fuck it. So with that, I'll see you guys next time.